Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Nosferatu. So I've really loved every other Robert Eggers film that I've seen, so I'm very excited for this. I know they've been quite secretive around Nosferatu's design and I haven't seen it, but I do know one thing. I know he's got a stash which is different from other interpretations. I don't have too much to say before jumping into this, to be honest, so let's just jump in.
Come to me. Come to me. The guardian angel.
Oh, I don't think she's getting a guardian angel here. Oh, fully awakened. Oh yeah, you can see his silhouette, the shadow. Oh, it's a very childlike bedroom. Not for the living. Sworn to him for eternity.
I swear.
I'm trying to see, is there something in the reflection of her eyes there? Can't quite make out the detail. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there's our first look. Very disfigured. Didn't see much of him. We had a quick glimpse there, but it wasn't quick enough for me to register many details.
Thomas?
What's that, my love? What is it?
Ah, she's got a love, but she was sworn to him, yeah. Is she breaking her vow?
I really must be off.
What's so important about today, then? Yes. Something special?
They'll send him away.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the Nosferatu story, really. I haven't seen any of the other adaptations. I know people were joking on people who've only known through SpongeBob, but that's pretty much it for me. But I do know it's very similar to just the standard Bram Stoker's Dracula.
You have kept him a quarter hour.
Ah.
When tidings of your recent nuptials reached my ears, I knew it was Providence.
Providence.
A new husband requires new wages.
Ah, yeah. To support his family, of course.
Eccentric. He wishes to acquire a home here in our Visburg.
An old count coming along, hey?
A ruin.
He requested an old home, and he will pay most generously.
Fitting for him.
He's too infirm to travel, so you needs must journey to him.
Yeah, just as Ellen was saying, he's got to go on a journey.
It will be a great adventure, my boy.
How long an adventure?
It is much too urgent. He insists we offer him an agent in the flesh.
Focus on flesh, yeah.
I shan't disappoint. And what was the Count's name?
Orlok.
Count Orlok. It went from a jolly conversation to much more sinister. Almost felt like he was holding the position over him. We go and do this task.
Why have you killed these beautiful flowers?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, interpreting it as killing them.
All in black was death.
She's great with her eyes, making it look like, I don't know, there's something in her eyes.
We exchanged vows. We embraced.
Like they're possessed almost.
When I return, I will finally make something of myself. I shall buy us a fine house of our own with a maidservant.
We needn't any of that.
I wish.
Oh yeah, she's satisfied with what they've already got, yeah.
Speak none of this to Ellen or my Anna, but we have another on the way.
Oh.
And when will you two newlyweds?
Friedrich, when I mean to say, I shall finally be able to return the monies you loaned me.
Not another.
Oh, okay. He owes some money. And he will have plans to have kids, yeah. Steady on. In your friend's house. Oh, going into her head? Ah, as a keepsake for him, a lock of her hair, yeah. Is this actually happening or is this just a dream though?
Your lordship, it is entirely as you have demanded.
Oh no, this is the, yeah, this was the boss. He signed a contract. Ooh, a blood contract as well. Some colour, yeah. Lovely green fields. And then contrasted by this, yeah. Oh, he's just on his own as well for some reason. I was imagining him on like a carriage being drawn by some horses. No, he's not rich enough for that at all, obviously. He's just making the journey alone by horse. They're putting on a real show for him, yeah. Very unsettling, yeah.
I have an audience at the castle. The castle Orlok beyond the
Oh, yeah. There's no good at the castle.
I will pay double the board.
Money always speaks. Completely breaks down that language barrier, doesn't it? Beware of his shadow. We saw him at the start. He appears as a shadow, yeah. I'll keep my eyes on the shadows actually as well, in case we ever like sees form in one or something. Oh. I mean, your immediate thought is sacrificing a virgin, isn't it? Are they sacrificing her?
The Dabarel too.
No, it's a vampire. They're killing vampires. That was all a dream. Ooh. Muddy boots though, was it? Huh? Were they using the Virgin kind of as bait to draw vampires in, but they were out to kill vampires? Oh yeah, look at that. The aspect ratio really gives you that sense of height. I was thinking there's interesting framing, having the tree right in the center of frame, splitting it like that. What's the intention there? Two sides, having second thoughts, two worlds. Oh, look at this. That just the kind of fog right in the back there. Hey, you might want to hop out the way soon. Yeah, this feels more dreamlike the way it's edited and shot as well. I was thinking that as well, the two worlds, like a dream world and reality. We're seeing so many dreams. Oh, he's not even stepping anymore, yeah. There it is. Yeah, look at his pupils, how dilated they are. See, it's very much shot like a dream sequence, but he needs to actually be going to the castle at some point. Are they like almost blending into one, reality and dream?
You are late.
Always late. Yeah, just have the cameras kind of floating through frame as well.
Your lord. I will be addressed as the honor of my blood demands.
Lord, okay. Don't make that mistake twice.
Pray. Sit
Ooh. His fingers, yeah.
to bring my eyes on your covenant papers.
We still haven't had a good look, have we? He's always been in shadow or blurred, out of focus.
Of course, my lord.
Yeah, it's like it's teleporting.
Last night I saw...
Oh, he's actually telling him, okay.
Many superstitions here that may seem backward.
Okay. Yeah, he's actually engaging in the conversation here. I kind of wasn't expecting that. I thought he might have thought he was below. Yeah, there we go. Don't speak any more of it. I thought he might thought he was like below him.
Such morbid fairy tales.
Yeah, got the fear on him.
Take heed.
Ooh. Yeah, blood as well. Careful.
Ease your wound.
How are you gonna do that, Lord Orlok? Oh, yeah, look at him. It's like he's feverish. Ooh. Haha. The statue's moving, that's cool.
As if you were at the whim of another, like a doll, and someone or something had the power to breathe life into you.
He has all that power over her.
God, no, my lovely Anna.
The opposite.
My heart is lost without my Thomas.
Really? Okay.
Hello?
This was much more in reality now than what he was experiencing last night. Maybe because he's not in the Count's presence. Oh, he's not just walked right into the Count's quarters, has he? Oh. Oh, of course, yeah, all they have is illustrations to go off when signing the deed, and maybe some floor plans.
And your signature as solicitor.
Oh, what's he signing here? Yeah, is he signing his soul away?
Of my forefather.
So he has no idea what's written. Yeah, his pupils are always so dilated when he's here with him. Like he's possessed. Take good care of that on the journey back as well, yeah. And again, money talks, so he's got a sign. Yeah, look at like just the saliva bubbling in his mouth there.
You have my locket!
Oh, he's still got it. Leaving without your things and your commission as well? Oh. Though there is some sunlight coming through. The contrast with the yellow and the blues is lovely. Oh, that's his coffin. With pentagrams inscribed, of course. Or is that a septagram? 7. Opening it up. Oh, yeah, rotten, covered in maggots. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that won't do the trick though, will it? Yeah. I thought he might just find the locket and get out of there. Oh. Did that possess him? The kind of hand flick there? Oh, that wasn't even his shadow. His shadow was the other side. Wow. Of course, yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, just look at the back of his head. But it flashed to Ellen for a second there. Oh, those like boils on his back. Having a real feast.
Too much blood. Perhaps she was oppressed, you know.
Oh, it's Ralph Ineson. Should have known from the voice. Oh, was that him crawling or was that just one of the dogs? Oh. Okay.
Nothing of Thomas. Nothing.
No, I mean, yes,
Is that him gone or assumed dead?
And Herr Canuck.
Still no trace of him.
Canuck's gone missing too.
Found him at a Luther Christmas market. Killed 3 sheep with his bare hands.
Oh, wow.
And he was eating them raw like. Raw.
Yeah, maybe it's best that he's kept away.
No trouble. No trouble. Providence. Providence.
Providence.
I am his servant.
Servant now.
What do you have there?
Ah, okay, this is Canuck.
Asphyxiants.
Wow.
And he shall cast upon you.
Oh, God, the spit right into the camera, yeah. He's great though, Canuck. And that's influencing Ellen.
Herr Knock was admitted to hospital this morning.
Yeah, they've been on the lookout for him.
Where the devil are you, Thomas?
Yeah, we're going to get back to Thomas washed up somewhere. I'm surprised how much of the focus is on Thomas, actually. I thought it'd be more on Ellen. That's what I got from the little of the marketing material that I've seen. I already knew I was going to watch it, so I avoided the trailers.
Which brings me to the specialist. A man by the name of Von Franz. Swiss.
Okay. Bringing in an expert. I noticed their table there doesn't have the holes. I don't know if it's pool or snooker. There must be historically accurate. I know Eggers is big on that.
It has fallen hard on me to recommend him. He was tossed out of the university.
Ah, Bard. Might try and exercise them. God, look at just all the veins on his neck and stuff.
The devil preserved his soul. That his corpse may walk again in blasphemy.
Yeah, he's just like a walking corpse, isn't he? You saw all the maggots and everything.
He seeks after Ellen. I know it.
Yeah, something about that contract meant that he can now go. More than merely a shadow. Oh. Oh yeah, his eyes are just gone.
Margaritas Vestra.
Okay.
Antiporcos.
My dear young Sievers,
Ah, now he recognizes him.
deceive me. I should have known.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to get close so he could just see him. He just needed to see him.
I felt it was now imminently approaching. I thought it ill, but it must have been you.
Oh, no, there's something else approaching.
A young woman exhibiting protracted fits of somnambulism.
Oh, he already knows.
Schnapps.
That was a sudden flip of the switch for him, yeah.
I've been administering an opiate. She must rest by day, for her body is in utter stress all the
She
night.
cannot be clouded. Step away, step away.
Okay, yeah. He needs to see, like, the real her.
Like a dream. And I knew things. I always knew the contents of my Christmas gifts. I knew.
Some foresight, yeah.
It all ended when I first met my Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas managed to stop it for a while.
These visions and night wanderings have returned to you.
I fear for him so.
Yeah, because they're back. She obviously is fearing that he's gone, that he's dead, of course.
Does evil come from within us? Or from beyond?
Or she thinks the evil's coming from her, yeah.
And her menstruations are also
Liberal.
too much blood.
Too much blood, yeah. I wonder what attracts Orlok to her.
Impossible.
A second sight. She is no longer here.
Oh, but she's still seeing something else?
I must impress upon you that this child is not with us.
Ah, because she won't react at all the way through.
For she feels nothing.
Ah,
Tend to the rules, Sivers.
was it necessary to go all the way through?
Speak now what you see.
Is there any communication through?
This ancient talisman!
Oh,
Impart your speech unto me!
I felt like she was just gonna vomit blood there.
Well,
Well, what, my boy? Cannot you see?
Yeah, she's possessed.
A demon.
I beg your pardon.
I assure you, Harding, the professor means this is hyperbole.
No!
No, he means it as fact.
I tell you, it is the manner of her husband's disappearance.
No! This evil.
But that doesn't explain the one she's had since childhood.
No more ether.
But she will rave all the night.
Then rave she must.
Yeah, you don't want her to be influenced by that, you know. Need to see how bad it is without any medication. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's out of his coffin. Oh, waiting for another lightning strike. It's all rats. Yep. Right for his neck.
His lordship. He has come.
Oh. Oh, and he's out. He's fully escaped.
Thomas.
Yeah, actually is. His hat looked more like Orlok's hat for a second there. I thought maybe it was him.
Thomas.
Ah, the monster's here.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. Crashed ashore.
My God.
And all the rats. I've heard about the 2,000 rats to act against. They see it as an omen. Yeah, a plague boat.
The broker lives.
Yeah, he knows.
I have used in him.
Because he's close to Ellen.
She must willingly repledge.
Okay, she needs to be willing. His eyes, the pupils almost clouded. Oh yes, the towers are so overrun. Wow. So she needs to be willingly revow, but he can still influence her into seeing visions of things, and then she will revow. Oh, his shadow reaching over, yeah.
I can't breathe.
Oh, yeah, he sees her as him.
You. Don't leave us, Mama.
I promise I shan't let anything harm you.
Yeah, were they more in tune to something? They knew a monster was coming. Behind her, there's darkness behind her.
Are you afraid of me?
Yeah, the use of darkness. I know YouTube compression isn't gonna won't do it justice, but I'm watching it here in 4K and it looks great.
Become so much enlightened as we have been blinded by the gaseous light of science.
Science means you can't see all this.
And I tell you, if we are to tame darkness, we must first face that it exists.
Yeah, how can you face something if you don't think it exists?
The undead plague carrier. The vampire. Nosferatu.
There we go, a name drop. Yeah, it makes sense. Him bringing plague when you like see his body covered in boils and rotten.
You.
Yeah, after all of those dreams in her childhood, he's finally here.
I told you, you are not of humankind.
She's not of humankind.
I am an appetite. Nothing more.
She's something more then? Deeper connection.
Your husband has signed his name and covenanted you to my purse.
Yeah, of course. That contract.
Freely of thine own will.
You are a deceiver.
Yeah, is it really freely of your own will if you don't know what you're doing?
I was but an innocent child.
And thought you I would not return.
Yeah, he preyed on her when she was a child. She didn't know any better.
Cannot love.
I like that she's fighting back, challenging him.
I will leave you 3 nights. Tonight was the first.
Okay.
Evelyn, my torture!
Upon the 3rd night, you will submit.
Okay. Submit or have Thomas die. Great. Can you really call that, you know, her own will? Blackmailing her like that? This plague is just going to be spreading, is it? Yeah, the shadow's so great.
A shadow. Pressing.
She's felt it as well.
I fear little Friedrich is so strong. So hungry he is eating me weary.
Oh, that's her explanation. Wow.
You and Thomas, both of you, to return home.
Oh yeah, to get this out of my house.
Please!
I have done everything in my power to be kind to you in these long months.
Of course he'd resent her eventually.
The Hartman will call you a coach. At my expense, of course.
Yeah, so much has been at his expense.
Of course it is Erkenok. His obsessive consumption of living creatures. It must be him.
He is not Nosferatu.
Oh, he thinks Herkenok is Nosferatu. That's a logical jump. Fires? Is that just burning bodies? Or burning things that might be infested? Yeah, Thomas can barely walk. Sending them out into the infected streets like this.
Tomorrow, we are leaving Visberg.
Oh, of course, okay.
And shall return for the rest.
Leave.
Yeah, he plays the role of the non-believer well. Of course you'd think this. Thinking logically.
There is something I must tell you. Something so loathsome, so base.
Yeah, he needs to know the truth.
Will shake me, for there is a devil in this world, and I have met him.
Yeah, of course. He'll believe what she says now.
I know him.
No.
I have brought this evil upon us.
No, I wouldn't say it's her fault. She didn't bring it. Ooh. Those breaths there, is she gone?
What?
You promised to write to me every day. Did not you think of me in that castle?
He was lost in that castle.
How you fell into his arms as a swooning lily of a woman.
Ellen.
He told me how you sold me to him for gold.
No.
Our love was the most...
Yeah, he was deceived.
Well, where is it? Your money? Your promotion? Your house?
Yeah, with Canuck gone.
Have you paid back kind Harding your debt? Have you repaid him with this plague?
Oh, look at her shaking.
Dead!
Yeah. How much of that was her? I mean, what she was saying was her, but her movements are so controlled. She's gone.
Oh! No! Please.
And then suddenly she's back.
You could never please me as he could.
Oh. Yeah, it's like she just flips from one side to the other.
Please.
Oh, he feels the need to prove himself now, though.
We will be torn apart, and the world will be despair.
Either way, yeah, in that scenario, she's lost him. He has to kill him.
At last.
Yeah, there should be some answers here.
And lo, the maiden fair did offer up her love unto the beast.
Sacrifice so the sunlight can kill him. accepting him, but keep the curtains open. Keeping Friedrich asleep, yeah. Oh! Damn! Killed the kids. And they always said of monsters. That was pretty immediate, a funeral, because there's still another night to go.
We must speak with him.
Just a moment longer. His grief is too great.
Yeah, this is not the time.
Just Friedrich, these nightmares do exist. They exist.
Would he ever believe it?
My reason cannot accept.
Strength.
Yeah, he's a man of reason.
I will drive a spike of cold iron through him.
What if it does not work?
It must.
Yeah, an iron spike. It needs to be a wooden spike. I'm not sure exactly, you know, what parts are applicable here. Does it have to be a wooden spike? The whole garlic thing.
I'm convinced only you have the faculty to redeem us.
It has to be her.
Keep your husband at bay tonight. Go now, go home. Attend him, that he is sturdy for this false hunt.
False hunts, yeah. She bears all of this guilt, thinking she's brought this upon them.
We shall wait for him. There's time yet till sundown.
No, we must find him.
I don't see why they needed to go at sundown. Couldn't they have gone during the day here? Would that not be better, where he can't be about out of his sarcophagus?
Your bed is so dark.
Oh, yeah.
So small.
Getting worse on him.
Friedrich!
Has he joined her?
We must set fire to their infected bodies. Our flames will sanctify them.
Please.
Has to be done.
I feel his hold upon me this night.
This is the third night, the night he should die.
I am ready.
Yeah.
Bid you come to me.
The sacrifice, just like in the book. Yeah, it's all a false hunt though, he's not there. Oh, it was not as a distraction, yeah.
I should have been the Prince of Rats. Immortal.
Immortal Prince of Rats. He called him a rat before, didn't he?
I am blasphemy.
Die, you accursed mistress of hell!
Oh.
If we must burn it, we must destroy all his habitation. No sanctuary.
Yeah. Destroy the coffin.
Shall break upon the dawn. Redemption. The plague shall be lifted.
The plague will be lifted in dawn. It's crazy. He's doing the pose and it doesn't feel corny or anything at all, does it? You know, you see that so much in like vampire media, but it works.
Du gib die Oester ab tua volia.
I do.
Yeah, she lets him think he's got his way. Yeah, he's just kind of blinded by his affection for her, isn't he? I can't imagine, you know, her acting alongside her, having to kiss him, you know, Bill Skarsgård's underneath, but still. And there's no chance of Thomas getting here before sunrise is there. Love the music, the strings. Yeah, she's already gonna be gone. God, Is that his skull you can just see under there? Yeah. He was just completely consumed. Oh. Yeah, bleeding from his eyes. The most light that's ever been in the film. So much darkness contrasted by this light. Oh, look at him. She's still alive. Even if just for a moment. Ah, but he did get to see her just before, and her final sight was him, not Nosferatu.
Her willing sacrifice thus broke the curse.
Yeah, saved the whole town as well. Yeah, it's a film so defined by darkness and shadow, and we end on all this light. Oh, look at him. His legs, so skinny. Okay, so that was Nosferatu. Trust the internet to over-exaggerate. That wasn't nearly as freaky and horny as people had made it out to be. Of course, there's going to be lots of hear me outs for Count Orlok, but the way some people have been talking about it, I was expecting a lot more of that here, which I'm neither here nor there on. I mean, it's fine. It's great the way it is. It didn't need more of that or less of that, but the way some people were talking about it was crazy. But it was great. So many great performances here. Bill Skarsgård obviously just gets lost in there. You wouldn't know it was him unless told or you knew before. And then Lily Rose Depp. Just the physicality of her role, so what she does with her eyes and her face, and that scene where she like bursts out of her corset is just crazy. The amount of like control you have to have over your body, I just can't. Sometimes I see actors and I'm like, how are they doing that with their faces and their bodies? I just can't even picture, you know, what you do. And then Nicholas Hoult here was great as well. I was surprised at the start how much there was a focus on Thomas, but it definitely does shift more towards Ellen in the second half, doesn't it? Because it mainly is, you know, her trauma, her coming to terms with this essentially grooming that she went through as a child at the hands of Orlok. She needs to come to terms with that, and then she takes it into her own hands at the end to kind of free herself from that, but you know, by drawing him in as well, and she's kind of freed herself of him at the end there so he can die happy. But yeah, she does go at the end too, but she goes knowing that he is gone too. And I really loved, obviously, the visuals here. You already knew going they were going to be stunning. The use of light and shadow. So much of this film is in darkness, and they hold off on bringing in the light till the very end, which makes complete sense narratively, because you have him killed by the light at the end. That's when you make the film bright, and the rest of the film is just shrouded in this darkness and shadow. And of course he controls the shadows as well, with his hand coming in and influencing everything. And just the way they shoot the darkness, shoot the shadows, was so gorgeous. I think some films nowadays are almost afraid of the darkness, afraid of having these pure blacks, where this film isn't. All of the blacks are kind of washed out sometimes. And then I loved the sequence on the approach to his castle, where, you know, we're kind of shifting into this dreamlike realm, and he has so much influence over dreams. Like at the start, obviously, when we're getting the memory of his first like encounter with her and her accepting him there. But I loved how dreamlike it was in his castle. I do wish maybe the film kind of persisted with that a bit more, because that did fall off towards the end. It would have been a cool kind of visual shorthand for his influence and perhaps his proximity to the characters, you know, because we have all of that dreamlike sequence, and then when Thomas wakes up, it's much more based in reality. You can just tell through the camera being much more held still, grounded like on a tripod instead of just floating through the air. There's cool kind of visual shorthand they can do there, which I kind of wish persisted into the second half. But of course, if you do that, it's the tension of where he is, the horror of that as well, because then you'd know if you were safe or not too, in a way. And yeah, the metaphor is clear here with him making this bond, this vow with her as a child and kind of coming back for her later. It's just disgusting to think about, and the way he looks, just rotten and maggot infested. Right at the end, we get the best look at him because when we go to his castle, he's kind of completely wrapped up and you only really see his face, which isn't as disfigured as everywhere else. And you see it at his sarcophagus, the initial look at all the maggots and stuff. But we get the best look when he is fully going at the end and you've got that bright light on him. And then that shot of the bed above, it's like his legs and his pelvis were so skinny. It was so disproportional, you know. The proportions of his body were so wrong. It's almost like he wouldn't be able to stand, you know. Of course, he's this more mystical being, so that doesn't matter as much. But there's a real eeriness to that, isn't there? An uncanniness. And then like Friedrich, I think people will find him annoying, but he does act well as this almost straight man here, doesn't believe in any of the mysticism and is trying to find logical conclusions to everything, you know, medical conclusions. And there's this plague as well. It's just this plague that's come along on this boat, but of course it's Orlok bringing the plague with him. And I did actually think it was more restrained in the gore than I thought it would be. I didn't really know what to expect with that going in, but there was only really like the bird biting the head off the bird, and when he kills the kids, there's like a few splatters of blood, but it never feels over the top and it never feels gratuitous either. It's obviously there and obviously it's gross whenever it is there, but by holding it back, it almost enhances the grossness a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, it's never gratuitous and it makes it more shocking, especially with the kids. You walk in the room and he's just holding one with one hand and tosses a body to the side. That was atrocious. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that I wasn't as familiar with the Nosferatu story. I know people joked about some people only knowing it from SpongeBob, which is as much as my knowledge stretched to as well, and seeing, you know, parodies of him with like Peter in What We Do in the Shadows. But I'm glad I could kind of experience this with fresh eyes, you know? So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. If you really love this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.